I, 28F, refuse to let my homeless sister, 26F, and her 2-year-old stay with me, and my parents are furious. My sister, 26F, and I, 28F, were close growing up until my senior year of high school. She made some questionable friends and became questionable herself. She would sneak out and get drunk, or sneak out in TP houses. She messed with a few cars as well. She became unpleasant to be around, and her since pre-K BFF ended their friendship when this all started to go down because she treated her like dog shit. Our relationship also became dog shit because she would try to pin the stuff she was doing on me, and she would yell and cuss me out because I refused to find a way to sneak her and her new friends alcohol, and because I wouldn't take her to senior parties with me. There was one time I got home from a party and she had my room all fucked up. We didn't speak for 3 whole years after I left for college, but after 3 years, she calmed down and we reconnected. It was never the same, but she apologized for all the stuff she did, and I thought she had grown. For a few years, things were okay, but then she started to get toxic again, and eventually I found out she was sleeping with my boyfriend of 5 years. I broke up with him and told her to remove herself from my life for good. Our parents were distraught because they wanted to believe she had stopped fucking up like that. It got worse when we found out she was pregnant with my ex's baby, and she was blaming me for him failing and leaving no trace of himself anywhere. I refused to get involved, and I left her to her own devices. She had no problem blaming me for a solid year. She even contacted friends of mine to spread that shit around. A month ago she was kicked out of her place, and now she and her 2-year-old are homeless. She showed up at my job and asked me to let her move in, and I told her no. She told me she needed to get out of the shelter, and I told her to go home and start over with our parents' help. She got in touch with my parents, who have been furious with me ever since. I told them, be mad, but I would not help her out after everything she has done. They asked about the 2-year-old, and I told them the 2-year-old is my sister's problem, not mine, and that she could take my advice if she cared so much. My parents have taken her in, but even so, they are furious that I wouldn't help her temporarily so they weren't in a shelter. I have been ignoring their calls for a week now, because it's the same old thing. I don't know if my relationship with my parents can survive or recover from this, and honestly I'm not even sure it's a terrible thing, considering they were okay with me being taken advantage of. But I'm sad about it and looking for advice, because this sucks, and I still love them despite the conflict over my sister.